It's a night better suited perhaps to be in a ski lodge somewhere, but we're at Coors Field in Colorado. Tonight, the first of this 4-game weekend set between the New York Mets and the Colorado Rockies. New York have lost their last 5 games. They'll attempt to break that streak right after this. Now to the plate, Darren James. He drove in one of his team's 2 runs in yesterday's game. Here's the first pitch to him. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they come into this one in need of some kind of spark to turn them around as they find themselves in the midst of a 5-game slide.
Yeah, I get it, Matty. The team's on a moderate losing streak right now. Can't be happy with the way they played, but they have to find a way to relax a little bit. Everybody goes through these little stretches, these little valleys throughout the course of a long season. This team should right itself, and it needs to start today.
Shoots this one over to first. A diving try, but it's through into the outfield. Now at the plate, Miles Harper. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Throw over to the bag, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Pitch is a called strike. The throw. Perfect throw, and they got him at second. So striding in, Nicholas Castellanos, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Here now the 2-2. Left side. There is Andrus. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Well executed.
Striding in once again, Darren James. He singled his last time up. First pitch on its way. And that one just missed outside. Takes a knee-high fastball. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball. Missed with a slider.
I know this team has been struggling offensively, but here's a perfect situation with a 3-1 count. You have a chance to do some damage. You know you're getting a guaranteed fastball.
The 3-1 pitch. Full count now.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
Now the payoff pitch home. There's ball 4.
Yeah, the guy's been on fire lately, hitting anything close, so I think this is the way to go here. Get the bat out of his hands any way that you can.
Ready for another chance? Miles Harper. He flew out in his last at-bat. Before the payoff pitch, he'll look to first, and he'll dive back in. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. And again a throw and a dive, but he's back in. The 3-2 pitch, and that misses ball 4, so it's first and second now with only 1 away. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Kyle Freeland, and he may instead be asked to bunt. We'll see how they approach the situation with 1 away. The 1-1. Now the double steal is on here. Pitch outside, the throw. Not in time. He's safe at third as they pull off the double steal. And a big swing and a miss here. 2 strikes. Full count now. 3-2.
2 walks in this inning already, so he can't expect to stay out there much longer. If he puts somebody else on, we'll see if he can find it.
And he lays off here. It's ball 4. And that is really cause for concern as he's just walked the opposing pitcher. So it's bases loaded, 1 away, and it's back to the top of the lineup now for Elvis Andrus. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Chopped weakly to the left. He'll come to the plate with it. They get the force at the plate, but he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out. Into the box, Darren James, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Loves hitting left-handed off of right-handed pitchers, hitting over 300 against right-handed pitching.
And he'll start him with a slider that's taken down and away for ball 1.
Boy, that's a pretty good pitch right there, that backdoor slider. That's a very difficult pitch to throw, and particularly throw for a strike. Just missed that outside corner right there, but a good pitch and a tough take there by the hitter.
Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
Clearly staying away from him in this at-bat with that runner in scoring position tells me they're trying to force him to reach for something and maybe roll over on it.
And he takes a pitch right down the middle.
He struggled a bit coming out of the bullpen here, so he needed that strike. Maybe it settles him down a little bit.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Dahl stands at second with no outs. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Looked to me like he tried to do way too much on that 2-2 pitch. You don't have to come into the zone on that count, but a pitch that far outside isn't going to tempt anyone to swing.
And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. Out of here into the visitors' bullpen. Two-run shot to straightaway center. 12 home runs for him now thus far. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
Boy, this guy's hot right now. Hit a bomb yesterday and hit another tape measure shot today. When he gets hot, he hits them in bunches. This could be the beginning of one of those extended hot streaks.
And here's the catcher, Kevin Plawecki. He got under one and popped out his last time up.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
And solid contact there as this ball is belted high in the air out to left. But he's going to haul this one in on the run as he winds up just shy of the wall for the first out. Ready to take his hacks again, Darren James, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. First offering on its way. Up around the face. 8 runs, 9 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike.
One of my favorite pitches in the game right there. The old Greg Maddux equalizer. Started at the front hip and bring it back.
The 1-1 home. In front of the changeup there as this is chopped foul at home plate. Montero is a guy known for his lights-out stuff. He tends to rack up strikeout numbers at a very high rate. However, he does at times get wild. Walks have come back to bite him on more than one occasion.
You know, it's not uncommon, Matty V, for a relief pitcher to come in with really good stuff. And it seems like he's either really hit and miss. He'll rack up a lot of strikeouts, but if he's not quite on, he'll also rack up a lot of base on balls. And that can cause a pitching coach and a manager to really start to pull their hair out.
And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Rockies, as the lead holds at 8-0. Next for the Mets, Jeff Salem.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Rockies on top here at Coors Field as you get a look at our...
Now batting, third baseman, Philip.
Out in front as this is skied in the air to straightaway left. James there, and he puts it away as they're able to escape with only limited damage on the scoreboard. So they wind up with 2 in the inning, but it could have been a lot worse as they leave the bases loaded. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. Rockies lead it 8-2. Now at the plate, Jeff Salem. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Pulled high in the air out to left field. James has a beat on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Well, the discussion around this game is real easy. It goes back to that big 6th inning when they put everything together. They really broke out there and just brought it home after that.
8-2 tonight's final. The Colorado Rockies jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. A fine Friday night to you as we come your way from John Gray, a right-hander from the Sooner State, gets the starting assignment here. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matt, it's not easy to bunch anything together against this guy. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of under 1.10. So we may see some hit and run, we may see some bunting, and we may see some running, because if you want to lay around and try to get hits off this guy, that's not the right thing to do. One of the top pitchers in the game right now.
And now a chance to meet the Mets. D-Row, what's your take as they look to end their losing streak?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup, and they're frustrating to watch at times because they ground into the most double plays in the league. You want to talk about a pitcher's best friend. You finally get a guy on first base, and you're coming unglued first pitch down below the knees, grounding into a double play and bailing everybody out. I need better approaches out of this lineup today.
And he misses again, 2-0.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were 2 stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
Too high, and it's 3-0. Time to check our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Freddie Ferguson.
You know, this is one of the guys behind the dish, Freddie Ferguson, Dan, that the rookies are going to have a tough time with. If you've played in the league for a little bit, you understand that he's got his own zone.
You touched on it, D-Row. I think he rewards the veteran players, not only pitchers, but position players. He makes the younger players, he makes them earn their keep.
Digging in now, Miles Harper. He went deep in the contest last night. Here's a look over to first, and a dive, but he's back. Got him.
Here's the defensive alignment for the New York Metropolitans. And guys, taking a look at this defense is going to have to be stout today. Starting pitcher with an ERA north of 5 usually spells some barrels being found by the opposition. So these guys better be on their toes in this one.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. John Gray becomes out number 2 this inning. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out.
Yeah, the pitching coach would hate to go to the bullpen this early in the game, but sometimes you have no choice. On the flip side, he might just get in his face a little bit out there, try to challenge him, wake him up from his funk. Either way, we'll see how it works.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Caesar has it in his tracks, and that retires the side. Coming to the plate now, Darren James, and their runners at the corners now.
James.
Here comes the first pitch. A ball and no strikes.
2 walks in this inning already, so he can't expect to stay out there much longer if he puts somebody else on. We'll see if he can find it.
That hole getting a little deeper now. It's 2-0.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
Now the 2-0 is looked at for the first strike.
You know, Matty, I'll never understand this. You work so hard throughout the course of the season and course of this game to get in 1-0, 2-0, 3-1 counts. Guarantee yourself a fastball 80 to 90% of the time, and he takes it. Just can't understand the methodology there.
Hit hard to short. Rosario's got it cleanly, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. At the plate, Darren James comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First delivery to him on the way. Right over the middle, knee high. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And this one's in the dirt. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. To 1-2 now. Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. So striding forward now, Clay Parrish. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. And into left field for a 1-out hit.
Chalk up another multi-hit game for this guy. He is absolutely on fire.
Now batting, Darren James.
Darren James.
First pitch of the at-bat. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. And that'll get over the wall. So forget about sending the runner. It'll be second and third now with only 1 away.
Well, I do wonder if that ball stays in the ballpark, did they send him home there? It's really hard to say with the ball bouncing over the wall for a double. That might have cost them a run there.
Now at the plate, Miles Harper. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind him because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
Now batting, left fielder, Jurickson Profar.
Ground ball right side. Jerko gets dirty. Hey now. Here's Elvis Andrus now.
Third baseman, number 1, Elvis Andrus.
Here it comes now to Andrus. Popped him up. Castellanos near the bag at third. And they'll avoid the big inning as he makes the catch, so just the 1-run forced to seven. And here's the catcher, Kevin Plawecki. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The 0-1 pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. James on the move. 1 away. Striding in to start the 9th, Darren James, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Outside with the fastball. That's 1-0. The 1-0 is taken for ball 2. The 2-0 is taken, strike 1. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
That's exactly what they needed. Down by 2 runs, the leadoff man puts himself in scoring position with the tying run coming to plate. The temptation for the next batter is to swing for the fences and tie it up with 1 swing. But a base hit brings home a run and keeps momentum on your side. We'll see how he goes about it.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Miles Harper. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. And he'll take this to the bag himself for the first out, but it's a productive one as the runner moves up to third.
Now batting, third baseman.
Heading out towards shallow right. Cabrera is there. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. And he'll think better of trying to score as he holds it third with 2 away now. So last chance here, and stepping in, Elvis Andrus. Although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him. Last strike now for Colorado. Hit weakly back to the mound. Throw on to first is going to be in time to get him, and the Mets have finally found their way back into the win column as this ball game is over. 9-7, the final score in this ball game. New York came through late, taking the lead in the afternoon baseball. Nick Castellanos now. It was a 3-hit effort from him last night, so he was a big part of that victory. And solid contact there as this ball is belted high in the air out to left. Into the bleachers and gone.
As we take a look at the pitch location here.
Digging in, Darren James, and he's looking to make something happen here with 2 on and nobody out.
Well, early in the count, expect him to look for a ball to drive. If he gets 2 strikes against him, he'll need to change his plan and focus on moving the runners up. This game is too close to get greedy.
First pitch of the at-bat. And a fastball just a bit up. These Mets, fellas, as they take the field here today, they come in off a good victory last time out, but one that was just their 2nd win in their last 8 tries.
Hey, Matty, yeah, this is time right here, D-Road. You'd love to win this 4th game of the series. They dropped game 1. They come back and win games 2 and 3 of this set. Nothing they'd like to do more than win this series 3 out of 4 and win this one here on the finale.
Yeah, Dan, they gave away the first game, but they were able to win Friday night and Saturday night. A chance to take 3 of 4 and finish the weekend off strong.
The 2-1 home. On the ground to second base. This could be two. One there. On to first. A double play. Coming to the plate now, Darren James. And their runners at the corners now. Has a look. Now the pitch. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
We're only in the third inning, and his pitch count is above 60. That's not being too efficient with your pitches.
Betts is on the move.
Go hard, go hard.
Great support from his infield, though, as that's the third out. Weird way to end the... Digging in and looking for more, Nicholas Castellanos. And he's coming off a two-run homer his last time around.
That was a pretty good pitch, too, man. That last AB when he went deep, that was a fastball that was in and off the plate. So that tells me this guy likes the ball on that inner half of the plate or even inside off the plate. If I'm on the mound right now, I'm keeping the ball away from this guy.
Stepping into the box, Darren James. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch coming. Here it is. And a fastball just a bit high. Now the 1-0 is looked at for the first strike.
Hey, I don't care what league you're in, American, National, if you're playing on Mars. If you get a heater down the middle of the plate as an 8-hole hitter, you better be swinging the bat.
The 1-1. In the dirt here. Low throw, and he can't handle the short hop. And a bad time for that as the runner takes second here. The 1-2. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, one down.
Up next for the Mets, center fielder, Byron Buxton.
James is camped under this one, and he puts it away for the first down. Digging in to try it again, Darren James. He got called out on strikes his last time through. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. Standing in, Darren James. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. Here's the first pitch to him. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
The 2-1 home. Hit on the ground out to short. Throws in time, and that's out number one. A close one. 8-7 is how it finishes today. Scott Oberg gets the win in Evening baseball on tap from beautiful Coors Field here in the capital city of Denver, Colorado. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Colorado Rockies. It's Rockies baseball on the show, and it comes your way next. Coming to the plate now, Darren James, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. Zero. Dan, we look at this Pirates ball club as they enter play here tonight. They come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, guys, after the first 4 games on this road trip, they find themselves 2-2, kind of par for the course. But they got to find a way to play a little bit better today, kind of turn the tide and get it working in a positive direction.
And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes in this one. Mr. James Kingsley.
James Kingsley's a pretty good.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. 2 left. So here's the cleanup hitter, Marcus Semien, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Pulls this one in the air out to left. James has a read on it, makes the play, 1 away.
All right, guys, so here's how the Colorado Rockies set up defensively. And let's take a look at outfielder David Dahl, another guy who profiles not only in center field but can cover both corners. Speed is his game, and he's only going to continue to get better.
So stepping in, Darren James. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were 2 stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
The 2-1. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Into the bleachers, and gone. Solo shot here to left, number 13 for him on the year, as the Rockies have taken a 2-0 lead.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup, so a home run, a solo home run right here, it's not the end of the world.
Up next for the Buccos, Daniel Nakamura. He's got runners at the corners here with only 1 gone. The 2-2. Hot shot to third. And that gets through for a 1-out base hit. And they'll get back a run here as they're on the board. It's 4-1.
That's just your classic ribby knock right there, Dan. He's able to turn on the pitch he wanted right there and drive it into the outfield.
Good job getting the barrel of the ball right there, able to get that one through, and picks up an RBI. Hard hit and a well-deserved run batted in.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. James is under it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Cut it, cut it, cut it, hold it.
So digging in now, Darren James comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball on. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
First pitch of the at-bat. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike. And he'll step off and fire to the bag. And he'll be back in standing up. The 0-1 delivery. Grounded back up the middle. That's through for a base hit. His second of the ball game. Now a long throw to third. Throw won't get him.
Pitcher went to the well one too many times. Back-to-back fastballs. Hitter was able to keep his hands through, deliver a nice line drive.
And that'll bring up the speedy outfielder David Dahl. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And that one just missed outside.
With the infield back and a runner at third, he's definitely pitching for a strikeout or maybe something like a harmless pop-up. You could see it from that high fastball, but that was just a good job of laying off that pitch.
And it misses. 3-1 now. On deck, there's Jurickson Profar. And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Jurickson Profar. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Now the 2-1. It's a high drive to left, back toward the wall, but he's going to run out of room. It's gone! So he promptly unloads the bases with that one. Home run number 2 for him on the year, as this is now a 7-run ball game.
And that is why you just can't put yourself in a bases loaded situation. You've got nowhere to put the hitter, and he knows it. So he sets up, waiting to pounce, and that's exactly what he does. Jumping all over this thing.
Digging in, Darren James. He singled his last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. The knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it.
Good job of making him chase that pitch down below the strike zone. That's where you want to pitch when you're looking for the double play ball.
Here comes the 0-1. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. There's one on to first, and they get them both. So the Pirates batting order turns over and set to go. Bill Elkins.
Bill Elkins.
The 1-2. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Moving under it, James. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Always nice to get the first game of the series, but even more so when it's in front of the home crowd. Seems to energize everybody the rest of the series.
8-1 is the final tonight. The Rockies took the lead in the second inning. And we pick this game up with the bases empty and a run already in the inning. Stepping up now, Darren James. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. A fastball right down the middle for a strike. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today.
Michael Owen enters from the pen to start the night.
Well, maybe a little bit of a problem is they had to wind up going to that bullpen quite a bit. 5 pitchers are going to combine to finish this one to get the win.
7-5 tonight's fight. Now from Coors Field at the John Gray starts the game on the mound for the 3rd and final game of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, this guy is one of the better pitchers in the league, and one stat that jumps out, take a look at that strikeout to walk ratio. That's about as good as it gets. And look for him to dominate in this one.
Story backs up and takes care of it. 2 away. A chance here to check out the starting lineup. Stepping in, Darren James. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here comes the first pitch. And that one stayed up a little high. And guys, as we take a look at the Pirates coming into this afternoon, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, D-Roll? Try to get on a kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of this series, winning game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shower that first loss off in the first game of this series and had a nice bounce-back game yesterday. Let's see if they can steal the series right here.
And set up working the plate is Larry Bullard as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Hey, D-Roll, Larry Bullard, he's pretty much right down the middle. You see very few managers and players getting into very many confrontations with Larry.
Yeah, Larry lays in the weeds, Dan. Doesn't try and make it about him, and that's what the players love. He's got a pretty consistent strike zone, and he's approachable.
Hey, he started the offensive production with a bang right there. That's the first hit of the game, and it's a good one, driving that ball to and over the wall for a ground rule double, and he's basically able to stroll into second base.
Good lead off a second there. Now the pitch. Hard on the ground towards short, and that's through into left, a base hit. The throw home, and not in time as the run scores.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roll. You get that base hit to give your team the lead.
Elias Diaz the next to hit. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. Out in front as this is skied in the air to straightaway left. James comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out. Here's Tyler Austin now. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. 2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Here's a shot to left field and deep into the bleachers and gone.
Well, they were smart not to challenge him with a fastball, but it didn't matter.
Stepping into the box, Darren James. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. First pitch of the at-bat. Lined into right, a base hit. So that's a pair of hits for him now this afternoon as he lines that one sharply into right. And as we give you a look at the Rockies leaderboard, you can see his total there, currently second best on the ball club. Ready now, David Dahl looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat. And he just manages to get his hand in. James, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. And another throw over. And the runner back. And he gets around on one and hits it high and deep to straightaway right. Bostic going back on it at the track, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single.
Boy, D-Roll, that looked like extra bases right off the bat. This thing caroms off the wall. Outfielder does a great job of getting it in quickly and probably does a good job holding it to a single.
Yeah, I'm surprised he's not standing on second base there, but you run the replay back. He was busting it out of the box. It's just a nice job by the defense to hold him to a single.
Strike called. Now the throw down is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base.
Really forcing the issue with that steal of second. They already had the guy on third, so now 2 runners in scoring position, and there aren't any force outs other than at first. Pretty good chance to drive in a pair right now.
A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. Now the relay home, but not in time as he's across with the run.
Well, there's a base hit to left field right there, Steve.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Tyler Austin. Comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
And hey, it was a breaking ball to boot. This guy's a pretty good off-speed hitter. You could tell by that last at-bat he wasn't fooled at all. He sat back, waited, got the breaking ball, and didn't miss it.
James has to cover some ground, but he gets there, and there are 2 gone. Ready for another shot now, Chris Bostic. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. The 0-1 on its way. Now a ball hit in the air, and this looks like it'll get him out of it. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Striding in for the Rockies, Darren James. He singled his last time up. First delivery to him on the way. Hit hard back up the middle, and that'll find its way into center field for a one-out hit.
Well, these days don't happen often. You better dig yourself when you get 3 knocks in a big league way-go.
It's hard to have 3 hits in one day, but boy, this guy is off to a great start in this one.
Up next for Colorado.
Now at the plate, David Dahl. Couple of singles. Before the 0-2, a look to first, and the runner back safely. And again a throw, runner back safely. Sliced hard down the left field line, and that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. James is on his way home, and a relay home, and he is safe on a close play at the plate, and it's back to 1 now at 5-4. Tyler Austin will stand in again as we flash you back here to the 4th inning. This was a 2-run home run that was definitely one of the big blows of the ball game to this point. Hit in the air out to straightaway left. James is in pursuit. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Digging in once again, Darren James. He's looking to go 4 for 4 with a base hit right here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike.
Hey, that's a great job by the pitcher to get ahead right there. You know you got a star hitter at the plate. He's not afraid to go to 2 strikes or go deep in the count. That's what you have to do. You have to put him at a disadvantage with the count.
The 1-1 home is strike 2 swinging.
He had some really good late action on that slider right there. It's hard to do anything with that pitch unless you're sitting on it and catch it out front before it breaks all the way in.
And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. The tying run is...
Hey, we were really treated to a good one today. Bottom of the 8th proved to be the difference, though, and a good job here in the 9th to close the book on this one.
A 1-run game.